Perfect.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hi, all.
Hello, everyone. Look who's here with us. Kathy and I are so excited to have Jordan back with us. And our plan is to dedicate most of this time discussing his new music video and his music career and all his wonderfulness. But we were told that we can sneak in just a little bit of the Way Home season 4. Just a little. Right?
And the irony is not lost on us that the name of his video is What We Lost. So,
Oh my God, I have chills. Oh my God, that's bad. Oh no, that was not fun.
I know. That's okay. So, can we just dive right into the what we lost? I was amazed because now don't get upset with me. Okay. Kathy, she's the pro here. I was like, you did another music video with them because the company that you're using, that was their cool little tag they put under. And so Kathy's like, yeah, haven't you seen all his music? And I'm like, I have to go and look. So Kathy, why don't you take over? You start first, my
well,
girl.
he's got a ton of stuff on Spotify. I mean, it's probably I'm beyond that. I'm probably not the target audience for it, but I was bopping along with What We Lost. I
Yeah,
just love it.
cool.
So I will be sampling more of it. But yeah, I thought it was. I had a really stupid question, and Roxanne said I should go ahead and ask it.
Yeah.
When you're doing the video, are you really singing or are you lip syncing?
Lip singing. To try to match it as close, to try to make it look live, but it's all
DDR.
Okay, but I was going to say that takes a lot of energy.
Oh, filming music videos are no easy feat. So for everyone watching, I wasn't going to do this, but I made a vlog. And for everyone watching, I used to be a YouTuber a decade ago, and that's kind of how I built my following. And I decided to vlog the behind the scenes making of it, but it's not just like the making of. It's like I really vlogged. Like I had my camera out and I was like, "What's up, guys?" Blah, blah. And you see, like we filmed all day, and like I'm going full out every single take. And there's a part where I'm like, "Oh my God, my legs almost gave out. I thought I was gonna pass out." I was like, and I was banging my head around. I felt hungover the next day. I was so tired, and my neck was sore. It was crazy. It was crazy.
It's physically taxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
you
especially
spend a
for me
few
because I
minutes?
go all out.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, can you spend a few minutes just telling us an overview of the process? Like you're sitting around, and somehow this song comes up. I don't know if you wrote it or you did the lyrics and the music, but there's this song, and then the idea of we need to do a video, and then where the concept come from, and then there's a location, and how does it all come together?
Yeah. So, funny enough, like you saw, I have some songs out, and I don't have an EP. I don't have an album. That's something I hope to work on next. But I'm like, I don't really know what sound I want, but I have leaned a little bit. Like I've done pop, I've done singer songwriter, and now I've done a little bit more edgy. I like it all, so I don't know if I ever make an album what that will look like, or if it's going to be every genre that I like and just make it me. But I hadn't done a song in quite a long time, and someone reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to collaborate on a song. Like he was a producer, and he was in LA. I was living in Detroit at the time, and I was like, I remember ignoring his first email because I was like, I'm not really feeling musically right now. I'm not really feeling, I don't know. Because when I left LA, I kind of stopped making music. And then he was like, no, I'd love to collaborate. Let's collaborate. And I'm like, okay, let's do a Zoom. And we did 2 Zoom writing sessions, and we wrote 3 songs actually. And this song, I was like, I love this. I like our other stuff too. We just haven't worked it out yet. And I actually, I filmed a Christmas movie like spring of 2023. So we wrote this in 2020. I don't remember. 2023 or
Oh,
2023.
wow.
I don't
Okay.
know. But I ended up filming a Christmas movie top of 2023, like March of 2023, which hopefully is coming out this year. I have no idea. It is actually one of the same production companies that does Way Home, just so you know. Mar Vista Entertainment. They've been trying to shop around this Christmas movie forever, and I'm getting good signs that it's this year. I don't know, but anyway, as a treat to myself, I flew to LA after that shoot and I recorded this song, and I was like, oh my god, I had no idea it would be like this big of a thing, but we recorded the vocals very loud, very angsty, but all I had was a simple guitar, like a really low basic track. So there was no energy, there was nothing. And then I think like 6 months later, I'm like working my restaurant job in Detroit, and I get a text from him and it's the song. And as soon as I clocked out, I love to drive in my car and blast my music on the radio as like to listen to it. And I was like, this is my favorite song I have ever done. He is a genius. He made it. He did this. He had other people helping him, but like he made it this huge thing. So yeah, it's been done since 2023.
Oh, wow.
When, I always wanted to do a really big video. Like I knew it needed a good video to do it justice. Like, a couple of friends of mine asked me, I was like, I could also film it myself and edit it myself. But I'm like, I really just kind of want like someone who really knows what they're doing to do it and do it well. And so my buddy Matthew, I did my video Had Enough with him. I have a song out called Had Enough. He's just amazing. And he actually does all of every Midwestern band, like from Tennessee to Nashville to Chicago to Detroit he does everyone's music videos in the Midwest, and he's amazing. He just won an Emmy. And I was like, I cannot have anyone else do this except you. And so I kept asking, and he's so busy. And I knew I needed money to do it. So last year, 2024, I actually like started this like Indiegogo campaign to like fund it. And then I booked Way Home immediately a week after I opened this fundraiser. So I was like, I was going to do the video last year, and then it got pushed. And then finally, when we were back here filming season 4, I think Devin inspired me to like really get this done. Because we filmed Devin's music video, and yeah, just everything fell into place finally. And I love it. I love it. I'm really proud of it. I just talked for a year long.
No, that's good. I mean, it was very detailed, and everyone loves that. They're going to be like,
this has a lot of espresso in it.
Okay, they're going to be all like, eating it up. I wanted to share before we go any further what everyone is saying. And I guess it's Nicolette. She's saying what we lost is so good.
Yes, Nikki.
And Amanda, she is a major The Way Home fan. You're killing it, Jordan. Love the new song, and the music video turned out so good.
Thank you, guys.
I love when isn't that called like a banger when it's going?
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And Lynn, Lynn loves you.
Lynn, what's up?
Yep, she's here. Somebody watched your vlog already, they said.
Cool. Okay, we love that.
And liked it.
Nice.
Wait, this person here, I said, this is like Christina. She's like saying you should go on America's Got Talent.
That would be cool.
You're beyond that. You're already there.
I no. You know what's funny, guys? I get so nervous doing live stuff. My nerves take over my brain, and I stop listening to the pianist or guitarist. It's actually a muscle that I really need to learn. When I'm in studio, I'm fine because you have the click. You can do it a few times. You have the track, and you know. But live, it's like half of my brain turns off. But I'm learning. I'm working on it. I just did a gig in Vegas, which was my first one ever, and I think it went all right.
All right. People want you to do. Christina wants you to do a Christmas movie, and we want to put your songs in it somehow.
Yes, that would be cool. I'd love to make an album next.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And like, yeah, have the opportunity to have it like in stuff. Like that's actually every artist's dream, is to
Of course
get
it
their
is.
music placed.
Sure.
It also pays really well.
That's true. That's true. Now, Jordan, what about the choreography? Like, how does that work out? Who did that?
I improvise everything. I do it myself.
Oh,
My buddy Matthew, he's always like, he's the camera guy, the lights guy.
mhm.
He's the director, but I kind of, when he says action, I just do whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually have a student. He's a former student of mine, and then I had his brother, and then I had his sister. Because I was, you know how they say you're a child bride. I was a child teacher. I say, right?
Okay.
Right. Anyway, his name is Martin, and he produces music. And it's funny because we stayed in touch after all this time. We happened to meet up, and we went to cafes. And as we're walking out, there was a music song. He's like, "That's our new release." Like, it was so cool for him to hear. So I've got connections too. If you
Nice.
you
Okay.
need something on the East Coast over here.
Okay.
Actually, he's international, believe it or not.
Cool.
So there, you
The
just let
song
me
is international.
you let me know. What does it mean? What does the song mean? Tell us what the lyrics mean, if you can.
Okay, so I feel like I wanted to be a little vague with this. So the
That's
lyrics
okay.
are a
That's
bit
fine. I
vague,
get
but
it.
all of the most iconic songs are very vague.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't like it personally, because I think when it's too on the nose, it gives musical theater, and I didn't want to go that route.
It's okay.
But yeah, What We Lost is kind of like an ode to kind of I tend to like miss, like, very nostalgia. Like I'm kind of have this like weird addiction to nostalgia, and like missing people or things that you can't really have anymore. Or yeah, and like how someone can change like right in the blink of an eye in front of you, and give you no kind of warning or this or that. But yeah, it's kind of all about like wishing we still had what we had,
Okay.
even though we can't, like, even though we'll never get that back. I just wish we could go back to when it was like happy and fun. And we you feel that way with everything. You know, your first job, like, you wish it felt that good still, or the first day on set, you wish it was that, fun and liberating and new, or your first day on vacation. You know what I mean? It's just how
Yeah.
everything ties into that feeling.
Okay.
And the beauty of it being vague is it can mean something special and personal to everybody who listens to it.
Yeah.
It's not just, what does this mean to Jordan? So
Right.
what does this mean to me? So
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
And it's kind of like this like internal battle with himself. Like, how do I become okay with this? Like, it was kind of like a internal chaos of like, I feel crazy, but you did this to me. You know what I mean?
Yes. This is Rona. Rona says, "I love your enthusiasm. You're so cute. We really need you in a Hallmark Christmas movie."
Yes.
You were talking about one. Did you tell us the name of it? Or can you tell us
It's
the
not
name?
gonna be Hallmark. It's a little bit PG-13.
Oh.
That's okay.
We swear a lot in it. I don't think Hallmark would like that.
That's all right. I think it's exciting though.
But it's got Rebecca De Mornay. She's
Oh, I remember you telling us about this.
Yes. Rebecca De Mornay and Chris Elliott play mom and dad, and then it's a bunch of us brothers and sisters coming home for the holidays.
Okay.
And it's chaos.
Can you share the name?
I don't think so.
Right, because they can change it depending.
If you Google it,
Okay. They can change.
if you Google it, it's there.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's all right.
I love Chris Elliott.
Me too. He's
a madman.
Funny. So it was actually quite nerve-wracking. I did a lot of improv in that movie, which is my favorite thing to do, and it was the first time I really got to do it for a film. It was actually like kind of my first comedic role in years, so that was cool. And I did a lot of improv for it. And there's one scene in specific where like I'm just improving in front of Chris Elliott for hours, and I was like, "This is so weird because you are like the king of comedy, Oh my God, it was crazy. It was crazy.
It was a good experience, though,
It
right?
was. It was.
Now, do you think you're going to do any appearances? Like I wanted you to do one before. We've talked about this, and we still can do this. Like a live appearance. I know you said that you get nervous, but what if you're just right there? Like people
So,
just love you. We're there to support you. You will feel it.
so this is secret.
Well, then why?
I did pitch something to Sadie
Okay.
the other day about doing something together
Okay.
in some way home world. Yes, because I feel like if we're not, I don't know what the future is of the music,
Mm-hmm.
but I think there should be a world where like we get to celebrate the music of the show.
Okay. All right. I'm loving that.
Someone got the title correct.
Okay. Yes, they do. I'm gonna flash it real quick. Look, and then it's gone bye-byes. The rest is for you, everybody else to go do their own little research. Okay, so I would like for you to go around and I don't care if it's coffee shops, kind of whatever. I remember Paul Green, he was he would do that. Whenever he was filming a movie somewhere, he'd go find the local coffee shop and ask him if you could come and play, and he'd be playing, and you would just be like, Paul. I remember one woman was filming herself. She's like, why does that sound like Paul Green? And she looks over and there it is, Paul Green. And she's
Just
like,
like
oh
at the
my
coffee shop. That's so cool.
I know. So you can do something like that. Maybe it'll help you with you said you get nervous when it's
No, I won't lie. So I just did you know the artist Jewel?
Yes.
Mhm.
Jewel ran this huge mental health summit in with this foundation called Inspiring Children Foundation. They like it's a foundation that helps kids with their mental health. Like people like they
Really?
come to them and get them really set up to do great in life who are struggling. And it's just wonderful. And it was this beautiful award show. And Jewel asked me to do Landslide at one of the
Oh,
panels. And what I did is like right after the panel, a meditation expert came out on stage and led everyone into a meditation. And then as they were waking up, we started singing Landslide. It was beautiful.
oh my gosh.
Ever since that show, I'm like, oh, I can do anything. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right. That's
So,
wonderful. That sounds beautiful.
mhm.
That's actually I like that. I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, it was wonderful. So yeah, I think 2026, I'd love to lean more into that world. Never mind.
No, we're gonna get there. Kathy, did you have a question? Because I was gonna share something while you have your question.
No, I was just going to say, I hope you'll keep us posted. That was really exciting. The possibility that you and Sadie might do something together. So,
Yeah.
super good thought. That would be fabulous.
But
Yes.
and I do think that that's amazing, but don't forget that, and I'm saying don't forget, like I'm telling you, but what about the other girls? They're just, I love them too, and they have gorgeous voices. You could be coming out doing your own little quartet. I don't know, whatever you.
I didn't want to say too much, but I would try to make a whole thing.
Good. I love it. I'm loving it.
Jordan and the Ponderers.
Planting the seed.
I love it. Lynn says, what about a spinoff of The Way Home about Teen Colton and Teen Dell? I would love that.
I would love that too.
All right. So we're very excited about this. And I'm going to check out, I promise, your other music. I am so sorry that I didn't know all of it. That's terrible of me, but Kathy knew. That's okay because I pick up for Kathy. Kathy picks up for me. Thank you. Can I know one thing about the video? Like what was before we move on, the most like challenging part of it for you? Like a good challenge. I'm not saying it's a negative. It's a good, like something that really pushed you other than you were physically exhausted. Or was that it?
Well, part of it takes place in a motel.
Oh.
I was going to ask that. Where was it?
Oh.
Part of it took place in a motel.
Okay.
In Metro
Like
Detroit.
motel?
Something like that.
Okay.
And it was a rent by the hour place.
Oh.
And it was traumatizing.
Oh gosh.
You will see that in the vlog if anyone wants to go watch it.
Okay.
It was
We'll
quite
wait for
it was quite scary. And then I guess another thing too is the first location we did in that big abandoned warehouse kind of thing. It was an abandoned building, and the owner of it is she bought it and trying to refurbish it into
It
this.
looked like, yeah, it was under construction. Yeah.
And so there's a lot of dust and dirt in my lungs, and yeah.
Wow.
But I think just the hardest part is always just like finding time and finding money money runs everything, and it's like in order to make, you gotta get, and so it's like I was, thank God, with like the show, I had like the means to kind of do it right, you know what I mean? So
Yes.
and I'm glad it just finally worked out, because like in summer of 2024, I was like, I don't know when I'm ever gonna get a good video done, because I don't make enough to do it right how I envisioned it in my head. So I'm just glad that we finally got to the finish line, and that I had such a good team, and I was able to like pay everyone, and you know what I mean? It feels really good. It felt really full circle.
Good.
So how involved were you with?
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah. Someone just named the motel too.
I ignored that. Don't worry about that. We ignored it, Jordan.
No, but I'm like scared that something bad happened there before, and I'm scared that the owner will find me. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
The owner's not going to find you. Do you want me to remove that comment?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Linda is saying that it's scandalous, and she loves that.
Mm-hmm.
How involved were you with the putting it all together after you did the creative part, the singing and the dancing? Did you have input into the editing, or how far did you?
I'm an editor myself. Like I did YouTube for like a decade, and I love, love's a strong word.
Yeah.
I'm a decent editor, and I used to like it. It drives me nuts now, like, because I'm such a perfectionist, and I like have to like, so whenever I can outsource the edit, I will do that. And so because Matthew, my buddy that created the video, he's a director and editor. Like, he's a package deal. So I was like, thank God. And he's wonderful. Like he thinks in ways that like I wouldn't. So I kind of just let him do his thing. And like we went back and forth a few times, but it was pretty much the first edit was like, oh yeah, I like that. And then he made all these promo videos, which I spammed my pages with, and yeah.
I know, we love it. I love it. I love how they did it, like the little clips of it, and it does look like you're in a dirty hotel. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? This is a little. I was ready for it. Like at first, when it first flashed, I thought it was a movie, and it looked a little spooky. And then after I went back and I looked at it, well, music videos are movies.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I went back. I was like, oh, I was probably in the nighttime scanning. So I kept my eye on it, and I was like, "Oh, we have to have him on to talk about this."
Yeah.
Well, this reference may be too obscure for you young folk, but it gave me a very Days of Wine and Roses vibe.
Yes.
Because they had scenes in a motel after they started drinking again, and it was it was not the Holiday Inn.
That was kind of the concept. It was kind of like, let me find a place to like escape. And so it was like motel, and then kind of the abandoned warehouse was like kind of like my head. Like it was kind of just a place to escape, right?
Okay. We love that. That's good. This is good. So it's like really torturous, emotional song.
Yeah. But in terms of like sound, like I know it's kind of like a new sound for me, and like it's not everyone's like cup of tea, but I really wanted to play into that. Like, you know how in like the 2010s, there was this like baseline normalcy of like angsty pop. I really wanted that vibe, and I like nostalgic pop. It was kind of rocky, and I loved that. So I wanted to explore that. And I don't know, maybe I don't know if my album would have that sound or not, but I really liked it.
So I love love, worship, and adore Harry Styles. Okay.
Yes.
And Harry Styles, when he puts his stuff out, it's not like there's a certain vibe. It's all
Yeah.
different stuff. And
People tell me that all the time. Yeah.
yeah, I like that. I like that there's all kinds of.
I think for me, it's like I'd like to work on with one person on the whole thing so that it's kind of
Mhm.
at least cohesive a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think that matters.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And these two other songs, are you ready to do more with them, or you're not sure?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, people are asking. They're
Yeah,
excited.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's
Not to like change the subject,
oh,
but
but go ahead.
I think you'll like this music in four.
Will like the music in 4?
In four.
All right, well, we're going to talk about
Okay.
now. Before we do, Rose is saying that 2010's pop was exactly what it reminded me of, and that's what I loved about
Love when
it.
it lands.
There you go. There you go. So
Yes.
let's segue into the music. So, is there a lot of music that we're going to enjoy in season 4? Because I love every season's soundtrack. Yes.
There is a lot of music. It's not going to be all me. It's not all me.
Okay.
There's a lot that they're going to explore. I will say one of my favorites to record is in this season. Like I'm the most proud of this one track of all of the ones I've done for the show. And I think you guys are going to really like it. And I would hope in some world, some way, somehow that we'd be able to like post it.
All right.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to do it on TikTok. You guys know
Okay.
me.
And without giving too much away, are there other people who are singing besides you? And you don't have to say their names if you don't want to. Yes. Yes, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. It's just because it came up. Will Kat sing "Beautiful Dreamer" with Fern?
I don't know. I don't really know what's going on besides I'm really thrilled to watch. I mean, I've sat in the table read, but I don't really remember much. So I'm like really, really excited to watch the show because I want to see all the stuff I'm not in. Like I'm
You do your scenes, and then
I'm such a fan of the show too because I feel like last season was more focused on us, and this season we're more focused on another era.
Okay.
We're still in it, but do you know what I mean? It's
Yes.
not as much of the focus, and so
Right.
I'm just so thrilled to watch it. Like I need it tomorrow.
Okay. Let's they're just saying what they hope that they see. Tell us what you want to share about season 4. What would you like to share?
I think of anything, it feels a little, I won't lie, it feels a little silly of me to be promoting my music with the news that we just got yesterday.
Yeah.
And I felt a little, crappy about it yesterday because I wanted to kind of tune in or chime into that, but I don't really know how to go about that. And it was also like the day I released my song.
I know, which I thought was
Which was
a bummer.
Yeah, it was a big downer. I'm shocked and confused and a little upset about it. And I think a lot of people are. I don't know how long people have known. I don't know who has known, but to my knowledge, like we found out very recently. And so, yeah, I think it's a beautiful season. So I'm so thrilled that it's going to have, it's going to see the light of day. And I really hope that people still tune in. But I think it's really upsetting to a bunch of us that like there's not going to be, it's the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still a little in denial. I won't lie.
Look, that's exactly how we feel.
Yeah. And I think it's worth saying, you know, and I even feel weird that like it's me saying this because I haven't really seen any of the cast talk about it yet, but like your guys's I'm gonna you guys' appreciation and like adoration for the show and like how much you petition for it and how much you really are invested in it warms everyone's heart, and like I hope it bleeds through the screen too. Like we all feel the same way. I've never worked on something that has had this much of a familial community on and off the screen. So with each other, with us and the crew and the cast, and also you guys, like this experience has changed my life in ways that I'm still learning. And it's just been such a dream come true. And I'm kind of just kind of upset it's kind of coming to an end.
I got you. Like,
but it'll live on. And I think that's what's the coolest thing about it is like, these things live on. Like people will always have this show to watch, and people will always have, you know, it wasn't like I was in just an episode. I was in 2 seasons of a show, which is really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
In the vein of
oh shit.
No, okay. Don't do that. In the vein of seeing the glass as half full, I will say that there have been shows that I loved, I don't know as much, but almost as much. For example, there was one called Mystery 101 that I think a lot of people adored it, and it was just gone in the middle of a cliffhanger, and we didn't know it was coming. I don't know if the cast knew it was coming. So it is somewhat of a blessing that they know, and we know.
Yes.
So we can kind of prepare ourselves. By the time it rolls around in spring, you know, we're used to the idea now, and we can treasure it even more, knowing that this is the last season, and hopefully they'll give us closure on a lot of things. So, you know, that's again seeing the glass half full.
Yeah, I didn't know if I kept going back and forth, like when we found out, which was also fairly recently. But we did find out obviously before the release came out, and I don't know if you guys saw, I was kind of dropping hints on TikTok. Not purposely, but like just your perception changes and you kind of act differently a little bit when you know something. I kind of was going back and forth about like whether or not it was a good idea to say it before, but then I'm like, I think it would, I think as a viewer, I would be really upset if it got canceled after.
Yeah.
Because then you would think that we did that. Like the
yes.
viewers did that. Yeah. So
yes.
I think how they did it, I guess, was smart.
I have strong opinions about it. Like I have strong opinions.
I do too, but I'm biting my tongue.
Well, and you have to bite your tongue, and then I find myself in trouble. But here's why I have such strong opinions about it. I'm like a big defender of things that are not fair. Like when things aren't fair, if I could do something, say something, it's just like, I don't know, I've been like this my whole life. And what I think is not fair is that when you have quality, and I don't mean simple quality, I've been watching my entire life Hallmark for generations in my family. There is nothing, and Hallmark has its little space, you know, and I know what I'm watching when I watch it and I enjoy it. But when it comes to the quality of writing, producing, acting, the set, everything about the production of this show, there is nothing. Nobody can argue with me. I'm sorry. I don't care. And you have to be objective. You might not like the genre. Okay, fine. But there is nothing like it because it's top. It's elite. It's someone else used the word elite for something else, and I'm borrowing it from them.
Well, that's a good word.
So coming up next to it would be something like Mystery 101, Mistletoe Murders, which is running right now. You should go on and be a guest. I would love you to be a guest on one of the episodes.
What's it called?
Mistletoe Murders is fantastic.
All right.
It's so good. You will love it. Mistletoe Murders. I know they're getting a season 3. I know they are. That's right up there. And something that came out, that mini series, Providence Falls, and people, I couldn't get into it. Go sit down. You're not.
I want to start that.
was fantastic. The
Is
same with
it time travel too?
it is, but
Everyone loves a
not
time travel show.
not truly in the
Yeah.
sense. It's a little bit different. But the acting, the costumes, the storyline, the whole excellent. So it's not like there's a ton of stuff out there that is super excellent. It's the same stuff, people with the same dialogue doing the same thing, looking at the same faces. And
Mhm.
that's comforting. I get it. And I'm not knocking that. But you cannot say that it deserves 19 seasons. Okay. I'm just exaggerating. It doesn't. There's stuff out there that should have stopped a long, long time ago. And the writing is terrible. And we're justifying it all over the place. And then something like this happens, it burns people up and it turns people off. So
Yeah.
that's my opinion. You don't have to speak to it at all. But I wanted to show you something that came out. People sent this to me. It was not sent by my Hallmark people. This was sent by fans just reaching out to me. And this is something that was put out, and I find this, it aggravates me. Here's how it goes. Hello. Thank you for reaching out. And I feel safe saying this because people have posted it. Hello. Thank you for reaching out to Hallmark Media Viewer Services. We are honored to share exciting news about the future of The Way Home. Now, how about that? Okay. We are honored to share exciting news. Okay. Your loyalty and enthusiasm have made this journey unforgettable, and we cannot wait for you to experience what comes next. A heartfelt thank you. And then they have this list. And somewhere buried in there is that it's the final season.
Like
So,
bullet point 4.
like, who writes that it's exciting? Like, and when you first read that, people are probably like, "Oh gosh, okay, it's coming. We're exciting, and we're excited."
It's just a tad tone deaf.
I mean, I'm not speaking for them, but I think in some world it was like, how do we let them down easily? I
How
don't
do
know.
you spin this?
It's bull.
know.
That's a bull type thing. Like, cut to the
Yeah.
face and say, like no, season 4 final. That's it. Not we're enthusiastic and all that other stuff. That's just rude.
Yeah, it was a little
Yeah.
interesting.
Something else I want to mention is that this happens in life, especially in politics in the United States of America. And I'm not getting political, I'm just saying that. People put something out there, and because it's said so many times, they believe it like it's fact. People are like, oh, when you work for Hallmark, you get a 5-year contract. No, that is not true. You don't get a 5-year contract. I know where that came from, but that's not true. And people think it. Oh, when the series comes out, it's going to be 5 seasons. That's how the plan always was. No, that is not true. People don't lock themselves into a number because they're always hoping for more. And that annoys me. So I'm going to ignore all of those people over here that are telling me how many seasons and whatnot. Go ahead, Jordan.
Well, to my knowledge, it was mapped out for 5.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. We heard that. Yes, we heard them say that. We did. Yep.
And I don't know. I mean, as like sad as devastating and as sad and as unfortunate as all of this is, and all of us have not taken it well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's also why no one has really commented on it. And I don't know, maybe I don't know how it works. Again, I don't know the business side of television. I don't know how that works, but I'm like, I just hope and wonder and think, is there a world where like people in the comments were saying, is there a spinoff? Do the writers do another project? Does someone pick it up? I don't know how that works, because it's, at the end of the day, it comes down to IP. Like, this is a big package show. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think, I don't know. I'm a little in denial still. So I'm like, again, I think I'm just in denial, because it's like even so, like my last day on set was, what day is it? Yeah, my last day on set was Wednesday, and it wasn't really like hitting me, because like I still, like last year when I wrapped, I was like, oh, this is so sad because we're not going to see you guys anymore. but it's like we still had ADR, we still had all the episodes to
Yeah.
air. Like we lived in it for 6
Mhm.
more months, and it was such a cool thing. And like even after the show wrapped, we had that few months where like we're all still kind of celebrating the show on social media, and you were still so in the world. So Wednesday after I wrapped, it didn't really hit me as maybe because I had already kind of known about the news and had time to kind of grieve or be in denial. I don't know. But it didn't hit me because I'm like, we still have each episode to air. I still have ADR to do. I still
Mhm.
get to live in this character for at least until, and then, you know, with it going on Netflix in February, and then I'm sure it'll go to the season 4 will go to Netflix like end of the year next year. Like there's still so much like more of this world to live in, but it's like, yeah, when does the new stuff stop happening? And it's, yeah, that will kind of be a bummer. And yeah, I don't think it has hit me yet that like, yeah, Wednesday was my last day on this set.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
I don't
will.
know.
Lady B.
Oh, Lady,
You know who that is?
Lady BM.
Okay. I've heard that most series pitches start with a 5-year plan, so it made sense for this one. Well, no. I mean, I get it for what you mean by 5-year for this. I mean, and I know that when it was originally pitched and put together, it wasn't even for Hallmark. It was for something else. And they were like, I don't know if I want to do homework, like, you know, and then they went with it. So I get that, but that is not true. That's another thing, locking stuff in. People in their minds don't get there and saying, this is for 5 years and this is.
But I think at some point, somebody on the, production team, maybe it was the writers, I don't remember, the showrunners, somebody did intimate that.
Yes, I'm not saying
so that's where
disputing.
that's coming from.
I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is it's all over social media as if it's standard and that it's not. And I'm like, but it's not standard. Don't like that.
I will say this. I have loved, I mean, you guys know me, I'm chronically online. I've been loving seeing people all over TikTok finding the show. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to looking at the hashtag and seeing, guys, I just started this show. It's a Hallmark. Like, and they love to talk about, it's a Hallmark show, and I've never watched Hallmark before. It's so cool to see people say that now that it's on Netflix. And so, yeah, I don't know. In some perfect world, I think and hope that the audience just grows and grows and grows. And then in some world, even if the show doesn't continue, we still get to somehow live in this world. Like I said, like a concert or, or like a cute little convention. I don't know. We made some family out of that, and it's just weird.
So did we.
Yeah,
exactly. We've got our community here of ponderers that sprang up out of the creativity of The Way Home, which really broke the mold. I mean, it was just such a unique concept, and it was executed so beautifully. And we'll never know, but I'd love to be a fly on the wall to hear how that decision was arrived at, because it was just, and look how it opened doors for Mistletoe Murders and others of that genre.
And I want to add too, like this show helped heal a lot of people. It made me closer with my family. I mean, I was as the son of my parents, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to show you guys this new show that I'm going to be on. But then in the process of it, we fell in love with a show to watch together. And it was about being friends with your parents as teenagers. And it opened up conversations with my family that we have made us closer. And I hear that across the board. And it's just, what a special show. I just love it. I love, someone said earlier, they were like, you're one of us. You're a fan of the show too. And it's so true. I feel like, I'm like, yes, I'm cast, but I'm also like in the fan page,
I'm sorry. I'm just getting I was sidetracked. I got a message.
Well, I can ask Jordan 2 questions that are quick ones, circling back around to your music career. My first question is, who is, aside from any of your co-stars on The Way Home, who would be your dream artist to co-star in a video with you?
Like do a song with, or just like act in it?
Both.
Man, oh man. There's an artist named Ryan Beatty. I love Beatty or Beatty. I love him. I love him so much. I think we have like a similar like tone. I love his music. He's wonderful. And he like writes for a bunch of people, and he's got such a wonderful persona, tone, songwriting skills. He's amazing. Like it's breathtaking watching him. My God, it would be dream come true to do like something with like Paramore, like Hayley Williams of Paramore, or like, that, because this whole sound kind of was inspired by like my upbringing, which was I loved like Fall Out Boy and Paramore and Panic at the Disco and like more pop punky stuff. And so yeah, something about in that world, I think.
And my second question is, have you been able to leave your restaurant gig?
Oh yeah, I'm like, whenever I'm filming here, I live in Toronto, so it's been cool to.
Oh, okay.
And they put me up. They like, I get to live here, so it's cool because I'm kind of shopping around where I want to go next, and it's been cool for like, in total 2 seasons, I've lived in Toronto like 8 months, and I'm like, that's almost a year. That's cool to have like lived in a different country, which is so close to home. I drive home in 4 hours. It's just cool to be working on a television show, a hit television show in a big city like Toronto, and I can get on the highway and be home in Detroit in 4.5 hours. Wild. Cool. Whereas like, I lived in LA for 7 years, and it was like coming home on a plane was always kind of tricky. So yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you ever want to come to Chicago, we've got a whole bunch of franchises here.
I won't lie, Chicago is actually where all of this started. I was driving to Chicago every week for Second City class, which was school.
Cool.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I was like 17 going to Second City every week.
Oh.
Hit television show. Sorry, I saw the comments.
I love it. I love it. I wanted to say something, and not as a downer. It's just like a lesson kind of thing in me as a teacher that comes out. And I was trying to stress this with on our fan page. So something that Hallmark measures and does and pays attention to are their fans when they speak out and speak up. But it's funny how they go about it and what they measure. And one of the things that they're big on measuring is X, which is Twitter. And they actually, whatever the proper hashtag is at the time, like let's say The Way Home, they will track it. They have like Nielsen tracking it. They track to see if it trends and how often it trends and how much it trends. It's really important. And last season, I was informed of this, and I was like, okay, well then we'll do it for them. Okay, we'll do it for The Way Home. And the resistance that I got, the political resistance, and I was like, people, I'm not here to say if I like X or don't like X or, go on here and do this. They don't track it on there. I'm not saying you can't. They don't track it. They track it here. This is the hashtag. Let's try it. Well, we would do it, but not as successful as it could have been. Okay. So I'm going to talk about When Calls the Heart. The hashtag is, yes, Wendy's saying, yes, it was frustrating. I'm going to talk about When Calls the Heart. When Calls the Heart has a hashtag Hearties. We're talking thousands, double digit, that they're out in the trends in big numbers week after week after week after week after week. And yet, I don't think that their following is larger than The Way Home's following, and they're different.
I see
And
what you're
that made
saying.
me sad. And I thought that it would catch on, but it wouldn't. But I will say that the mindset is different. The majority of the people who are in love with being a Hardy like X, and
Mhm.
the majority of the people that are fans of The Way Home don't like X.
Mhm.
But I understand that. But that is the avenue. That's how they measure. And Hallmark has made a mistake before, and I will share with you something quickly. There was a particular actor that his fan base knew how to use Twitter, like when it was Twitter, and it blew up and made it appear as if he was much more popular. He was popular, but much more popular than someone else,
Mhm.
because that someone else fan base didn't know about Twitter like they did.
Yes.
So with a little education, when they go out there now and band together, we're talking on a random day, we're talking 10,000, 12,000, it's trending. So Hallmark pays attention, and the fans have to learn that lesson, I think.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
go ahead,
Yeah,
Jordan.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Look, any yesterday, today, and moving forward, any form of like getting the word out on social media and on, maybe especially X, but on any platform is going to do wonders. And I feel like, I don't want to toot my own horn here,
Yes, but go ahead. Toot, toot, toot.
but I feel like toot, when we were introduced in season 3, I again, this is just my past. Like I did
Mhm.
YouTube and I love being silly, and I didn't really have a, I don't know, I hate to say this, but I didn't really have like an outlet before this show in quite a few years. And so because I was a part of something, and you guys were everyone on TikTok and the fan base was so interactive, I loved making all of the content behind the scenes
Mhm.
of the show. And so I've noticed we've gotten a lot more of the TikTok world
Yes.
onto the show.
Yes.
And whether it's X, whether it's Facebook, whether it's TikTok, like post it all, like get as many people as you can on board. And I think here's the thing about TikTok. I think X, this is just algorithm science. X, you point case blank, we need more people on the hashtag. But TikTok, you have the chance of going viral very randomly. So like very randomly, I'll see a TikTok that's talking about the show, and it'll in 2 days have 60,000 likes.
Mhm.
And it's like the chance of that happening is so more prevalent and on there. And I think if everyone, just what am I saying? I think just
Do
if
it.
you like
That's
the
what you're
show,
saying.
shout it from the rooftops like we are. You know what I mean? And I know you guys all are, and
Yeah.
we're obsessed with seeing it. But
Yeah.
if things are really tracked, which they are, it won't hurt,
It won't.
especially in the predicament we're in now.
You're right. Barbie says, "Does anyone ever recognize you on the highway and honk or wave?"
I haven't, honestly, it has not happened yet. What's funny? Sometimes if I'm out, and I'm talking to someone and they'll be like, "Oh, like, what do you do?" The questions like that. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm an actor." And they're like, "What do you do?" Or like, "What are you on?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm on this show called The Way Home." It actually takes people a second to realize, but I
You
haven't
are?
gotten recognized from the show yet
Okay.
without me saying it first.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I wanted to add something about the whole discussion of The Way Home and its last season and all that. At heart, I think, no pun intended, Hallmark is not a stupid company. They know they've got a hit on their hands. I suspect that a significant part of the decision was return on investment. I mean, it costs a hell of a lot to produce that show, between the locations, the cast, the costuming, the music, the licensing, and all that. And how much they're going to get for trying to license it if they ever want it to go into syndication. The music rights, are they going to be able to afford? Are the people going to be able to afford it? They're going to have to change the music. So it could have come down to just a very pragmatic decision of we can't afford
Yeah.
to keep, business decision. which
And
you can't really argue with, but still, it's heartbreaking.
and seasons get more expensive as they go on. I mean, everyone gets,
The
you
more
know,
popular, the more expensive. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think any of us know the answer. Jordan, you may at some point because you're part of the family there, and so you may hear stuff later on. But it's just I'm going to enjoy the ride for this last season, and look forward to seeing what all of you end up doing with your
yeah,
lives
yeah, yeah.
and
And
your careers.
I do hope that there's a world where, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm still in denial. I hope there's a world where, like, something happens, or
Oh, please.
that we all get to do something together in some way, shape, or form to keep the legacy.
A reunion movie or something. I was
Yeah.
thinking, has anybody really done time travel, or like Providence Falls is more reincarnation kind of slash time travel hybrid? And I remember an old show called Dark Shadows that did that. They would go back to the 1800s and then, back to the present or whatever. And they ended up doing a couple of reunion movies. So, I'm going to keep a good thought that if the stars ever aligned and everyone's available and you guys
But
can
like,
make
but like, guys, like I I hope that there's also a day like where they release, like, we can release some music. I want merch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want a T-shirt. I
A
want
DVD
We
complete.
do have Jordan. We do have merch.
True.
We do. It's very limited because Hallmark said we can use ponderers, and that's what we use with a splash.
I love it.
It is. It has a little splash, and we have.
I'm gonna
that.
need one. I'm gonna need one.
Absolutely. You can have one. And again, we will. There's people who love you. You should think about, soon. You should be coming my way. We have place for you to stay. Bring your friends. We do. I'm talking about a real nice place, and we could set you all up and be private. It's not. It's not my home. It's not my spare bedroom. You know what I mean? Like, it's a real thing. We should organize and bring your friends and do a concert. We'll make you do a little tour. We'll have
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah. Yes.
It's just beginning.
It is. It is. Well, we've held you hostage for a long time.
No, you know I love talking to you guys.
I know. I don't know if anybody else knows this, but we did this virtual event with Jordan, and the people that attended loved the detail and the attention that you paid to them and what you wrote back to them, like how you remembered all. They were just so amazing.
So everyone got their letter?
Yeah, no, there's somebody who didn't, and that would be Kathy, because I never mailed it to her, and she's still mad about it.
Kathy, I wrote you a cute note.
Yes, he did. And I think I talked about it to her, but I forgot to put it in the mail for her, and I will. But that's on me. That's not, anything that has to do with you.
Okay, Amanda wants bloopers, and I've got to echo that. I hope somebody releases.
We get to see they make a blooper reel and they play them at our wrap party. So we watched it last year, but I don't know if they're technically legally allowed to post it.
Oh,
I don't know why or how. If it was me, up to me, I would
tell them,
channel.
Tell them to post it. What are they gonna do? Cancel the show?
True.
Fire you? That's rude. I know. A poor Hallmark. Probably, I'm going to be banned. No one's allowed to come on now. I can't.
Hopefully, I didn't say anything too crazy, but
No.
I wanted to express my gratitude for you guys while also expressing my upset frustration with the news.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a raining on your parade, with the release and the release. So, what kind of timing is that, right?
I know, and I'm like. It was a weird week. It was a weird week because also my last day kept shifting. So my last day wasn't actually supposed to be Wednesday. It was supposed to be a different day. And then I'm like, so Wednesday was my last day, but I'm like editing all these things for my music video release. And then Thursday was release day and also cancel day. And I'm like,
which could also be a form of release. So
true. In the true in true fashion of my lyrics in that song, can we get back what we lost? I don't know.
Oh, God.
But hey, if it's worth saying, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, like, keep signing that petition. I don't know if it works or helps, but it doesn't not help.
It's true. It doesn't not help. I banned the hashtag until it was official. Now people are hashtagging it, so I let them. I wouldn't at first. I would remove it because we didn't have official word, and everything's about official on our page.
Yeah, I know there was a few times where like in the other fan page, I was seeing people get a little heated at each other, and I'm like, I wish I could just say it. I wish I could just say it. But
Yeah.
wasn't my news to tell.
No. All right. Well, Jordan, thank you for being here with us. We'll say goodnight to everybody, and then we'll say goodnight behind the scenes.
And hopefully you will come back and visit us often as
Yes.
the different phases of your career kick in and you do more and more. And
I'd love to do another one when we're airing.
Yeah.
You know I love that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And I told some of the newer cast members to do it as well.
Okay.
We'll have to have you come on and dish once the whole thing is over.
Yes, we will. We are still going to do it in our review every night. We are, and then we'll have people on. Yes. All right.
Good night, take care. You have a wonderful rest of your day and or evening. What time is it there?
6. It's pitch black, dark out now.
Yeah, it is. I think my family's waiting for me at the diner for dinner.
Thank you for having me, guys. This is so much fun.
I know.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys wanting to help promote everything and chat.
We love it. All right, I'm going to end the stream. Good night, everyone.
Good night, all.